radial engines, tail wheels, air shows, and the lessons that make better pilots. Welcome to Retro-Aero with Czech pilot Dale. Aviation history, practical airmanship, and honest hangar stories. Let's fly.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of the Question of the Day Retro-Aero podcast. I am your host, Czech pilot Dale. We have a guest questioner, Private Pilot Lynn. What's your question?
What was your worst startle effect?
Oh, that's easy. So one of the peculiarities of the MD-80 is that it liked to build up static electricity. So when you would fly through a thunderstorm at a very high altitude and you get that very super cold, very fine droplets, the airplane builds up static electricity, just like walking across a shag carpet in your socks will build up electricity. And it's supposed to dissipate through what's known as static wicks, but they weren't necessarily effective. And on the MD-80, we were flying through across a line of storms, and St. Elmo's fire, or static electricity, started to build up to the point that if you look off the nose, you could see this ball of light forming just off the nose of the MD-80. And we were flying through it, weren't really paying attention, but a ball of this static electricity built up. And when that electricity releases, when it finally explodes, it comes as a sharp crack. And it scared the daylights out of both the captain and myself when that static electricity discharged. It sounded like we'd been hit by a bolt of lightning, but it turns out it was just that static electricity that was building up in front of the nose. We rode it up. There was no damage to the airplane or anything like that, but yeah, right out of the blue, in the middle of the night, there was this giant crack, like a lightning bolt had struck the airplane. On the Airbus, it does a little bit better of a job, but what you'll see is that St. Elmo's fire, it will build up on the front windows, and it looks like lightning along the windows. So it's pretty cool. Doesn't explode like the MD-80 and doesn't startle the crap out of you either. So that's my answer of the question today. I am Czech pilot Dale. Stay safe out there. Try to keep the oily side down unless you're doing aerobatics. See you tomorrow.
You've been listening to Retro-Aero with Czech pilot Dale. Thanks for flying along, and remember to always have airspeed, altitude, and ideas, or at least 2 out of 3. Bye for now.